That was freaking sick.
Let's go! This place is insane.
I'm checking off a bucket list one stadium at a time.
Hey guys, welcome back to Garrett Stadium Travel. Today's stadium vlog number 12. Right now I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is my second day here, and today I'm heading over to Target Field to watch the Minnesota Twins take on the Chicago White Sox. Now the Twins are debuting new jerseys and logos this year, and today will be only their fourth game wearing their new digs in front of their home crowd here in Minneapolis. I am super excited to check them out in person. It is a 1:10 start today, so I'm going to be heading over pretty soon. It is a beautiful day, as you can see. Hopefully the game is just as great. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm up here in the 300 level of Target Field, and it is time for the Stadium Fact of the Day. The Stadium Fact of the Day today is all about Minnie and Paul. As you can see behind me in center field, there is a huge sign, and that is known as the Minnie and Paul sign. The sign has been here since the opening of the ballpark in 2010. It is 23 feet tall and weighs 6,000 pounds. The sign underwent a renovation this past off-season, and now the two Twins shake hands, and the sign now resembles the primary Twins logo back in the 70s and 80s. It looks amazing, and it represents the unity between the twin cities of St. Paul and Minneapolis. Going to explore this place a bit more and then debut a new segment, which I am super excited about. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to the first segment of Best of the Ballpark. This is a segment where I try unique and or famous foods from all the ballparks I visit. Currently I'm outside section 114 trying Tony O's Cuban sandwich. Named after Twins Hall of Famer Tony Oliva, it's outfitted with pulled pork, ham, Swiss cheese, Dijon mustard. It is a fan favorite and apparently a must try, so let's try it out and give it a rating. That was really good. It's not the best Cuban sandwich I've had. I'd say the best one is Miami for sure, but this one's really good for Minnesota standards. I would give it a 7 out of 10. So if you come to Target Field, try out one of these. Really good.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars
Yes!
Now pitching for the Twins of 56, Caleb Gilmore.
It's a final here from Target Field. The White Sox ended up taking this one 4-3. Good game though, came down to the last out. Twins had it, but slipped away. Good game overall, 1 home run. And yeah, gonna hang out for a bit, head back to the hotel, and then tell you guys what I saw. Peace out for now.
Hey guys, just got back to the hotel. So, what did I see from Target Field? First off, the atmosphere. I thought the atmosphere was pretty decent. One thing I would like to note is this game is the game after the opening series for the Twins. So that opening day hangover the next series isn't as well attended, and I think that was kind of apparent. It's a Monday game as well, Easter Monday. I feel like people aren't as inclined to go to a baseball game, so there was that. The upper deck and the outfield were pretty sparse, but the lower sections were pretty well attended. The fan engagement was pretty good. They had different things. They had a race, they had some pretty standard stuff, nothing super unique. So it was pretty good. It was decent, above average for sure. Next up is venue. I thought Target Field was really cool. Definitely one of the better ballparks that I've been to so far. Really wide concourses and really well done architecturally. One thing that I noticed, and it's a really cool fact, is the outer facade and throughout the stadium, all of the rock that you see. I'll put a picture of what it looks like, but that rock is actually Minnesota quarries, which I think is super cool. It's not just any old concrete, so I thought that was really cool. Another thing that they did really well, lots of social spaces. And this is really good, an outfield grass, kids space. They had Connect 4, stuff like that. It really promotes you to explore the ballpark rather than go to your seat, sit down for 9 innings, and leave. It really promotes you to explore the ballpark, which obviously I'm doing anyways, but for anybody else, it really promotes you to explore the ballpark, different vantage points. Super, super cool. Loved it. Next is access. I thought access was really good for Target Field. There are so many parking garages around. You have the Target Center, home of the Timberwolves, right next door, and you have US Bank Stadium just a few blocks down the road, home of the Vikings. So that was super good. This stadium is just off the freeway, so the access is pretty easy in terms of that. There isn't really any congestion. Both of the games that I've been to right around this area, little to no congestion post-game, so you're looking pretty good there. In terms of transit, the green and blue lines, the trains take you to and from St. Paul and Bloomington, if that's where your hotel is. Super easy to get in and out to Target Field. Definitely one of the better accessible stadiums in the MLB for sure. And finally, we have pricing. I thought the ticket prices were okay, middle of the pack, maybe a bit above average. $100 for my seats, and don't get me wrong, my seats were amazing. Just a bit to the right of home plate, 11 rows up from the field. It was really cool. If you want to sit in the cheap seats, you can get in for $2 right before the game. I use Game Time for really cheap right before the game tickets, so that's a little insider. Get the Game Time app. This isn't even a paid sponsorship, but anyway, it's a good site for tickets. Parking, $25 close to the stadium. Not too bad. I've seen it more. I've seen it less. But early bird. For the Target Center for the Timberwolves, they had that. I assume they have it for the Twins as well because it's all the same parking spaces. Before 11 a.m., so if it's a night game, if you're in the city already and planning to be there, have dinner, all that stuff, if you get there before 11 a.m., it's $11 to park all day, which is great. And it's about $10, about a 10-minute walk away from the stadium, so if you don't mind the walk, then obviously it's going to be cheaper. The food was expensive. The food and drinks and alcohol I saw were really expensive. I think one of the more expensive stadiums I've seen in the MLB. Alcohol was always over $10. There was never a cheap option, which is so frustrating. One thing that was good and one thing I took advantage of was the refillable collector cup. I believe it was it was over $10, and I got water in mine, which is awesome on a hot day like today. You go back, you can refill it as many times. I think I refilled it 3 times. When you think about bottles, I mean, that's $20 plus, so that's good. The refills are always good, so that's cool. And pricing was okay. It was okay. So with that, my final ranking for Target Field is a 7 for atmosphere, a 9 for venue, an 8 for access, a 6 for pricing, bringing it to a total of 30 out of 40. I really enjoyed my time here. This was a super cool stadium. I hope to be back hopefully sometime. I don't have plans to come back to Minneapolis, but yeah. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying out kind of a new format here. I really hope you guys like the new segment, Best of the Ballpark. Going to be bringing those back throughout the summer this year, so be on the lookout for some more of those. Yeah, second day in Minneapolis done. Super excited. Stay tuned. We got a huge summer. I didn't mention this in the last video, but I will here. This is the 5th anniversary of Garrett Stadium travel. Obviously, these YouTube videos have only been going up for a year and a half, but I've been doing this for 5 years. Super cool to be on the 5th anniversary. So, yeah, if you like this kind of content, sports content, stadium content, all that kind of stuff, consider liking, subscribing, sharing, all that stuff. It really helps me out, lets me know I'm doing a good job. So, yeah, follow along with me for this journey. As always, I am checking off a bucket list one stadium at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.